Hi, this is Alex.
And I'm Steph, and together we are Urban Sanctuary. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are doing it, this is the first video of a series of videos where we are talking about burnout. Not so much from an educational perspective, but more from a philosophical perspective. Why does it happen? Alex's personal experiences with this, as well as talking about stigma and social perceptions around burnout. Our musings based on our experiences and research on the topic. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, without further ado.
So today I just wanted to share a little bit about my story and what I believe now on with the beautiful 2020 vision that hindsight offers. I wanted to share, what I believe the cause of my burnout was. And for me, what I've realized, and when I have spoken also to lots of other people, for me, one of the biggest root drivers of my burnout was this, it's manifold, and of course it would be, it's complex, but the one part of it is this need for external validation and the seeking to validate my achievement, my success, my worth, actually, from an external perspective. So I had a tough breakup. I was in a foreign city, and my career became my everything, my absolute and everything. I love my team. I love my job. I love the work. I love my clients. And for me, that became then this validation that I have worth, that I am something, that I have meaning. Excuse me. And fundamentally, what I can see what was really driving it. It was lacking my own sense of self-worth, of course, coming from this stuff, but also this intrinsic desire for a deeper meaning and a deeper purpose. And that this kind of being in the whatever they call it, the rat race or the hamster wheel, without the sense of bigger purpose, like what am I actually doing? Like what is driving me to get up in the morning, apart from just doing? What is the being? What is my meaning of my existence in this form right now?
Absolutely.
And we had actually quite an interesting discussion a couple of weeks ago,
which we didn't record.
But I just wanted to remind us today of it, because we were talking, and I was saying, I think the cause of burnout is a lack of meaning, and people don't feel like they have purpose in their lives. And if you don't feel like you're contributing to a greater thing and a greater thing, then this is why you have burnout. And your point was, but there's also people who work in hospitals, literally saving lives, that have burnout, and their life has absolute meaning. And we had this big debate about, maybe they don't see that meaning, or
actually it's the meaning that burns them out.
Or it's the meaning that burns them out.
And actually most of the research, when they started developing research around burnout, it started with compassion fatigue.
Yes.
It started with compassion fatigue. It started with looking at caregivers, mental health practitioners, psychologists, all of these professions, and noticing the mental and emotional load that these professions have as an expectation to showing up every day. You're not showing up and doing as in paperwork. You're showing up as in doing,
as in being.
As in being. And the job, it demands the being, and in being is the burning out. So it's very interesting. Thanks for reminding us of that. So I think what's important to notice is that the more we're starting to understand burnout, and I think burnout is really, it's a modern illness, because the way that the world is working at the moment is that it's sped up. There's more demands on us. There's more expectations of how we manage our time and the pressures and the roles that we're playing. And even in terms of our roles, like what we actually do at work is not in a little box anymore. It's actually becoming more and more spread. And thus our energy has to be able to manage all of these things. So I think burnout is really... There's actually many different types of burnout, which is what I'm kind of noticing. And we really don't want these videos to be educational in a way because, there's so many experts in this and there's so much research and information out there. But I think what is an important thing to notice is that burnout can happen on a very subtle level where you're actually still functioning, but you've lost your meaning.
Yeah.
Or it can happen because there's so much meaning that you're exhausted by the empathic ability of your job, or it comes from the doing and overdoing and excessive performance based work. So I really think burnout
and escapism. I mean, anyway,
absolutely.
I mean, there's loads and loads and loads of different reasons why. And for us, it was just to start the conversation and to share what I've been through and how I experienced it, and Steph through her research and her experience. But please feel free to comment below
or share your
story. If you would like to do it privately, just drop us an email. We will treat it with the utmost compassion and confidentiality. This stuff is not easy to talk about, and there's just so much stigma related to burnout that we just wanted to talk about it and start the conversation and get the voice out there so that it becomes something that we are more comfortable and open to, acknowledging and sharing.
Absolutely. So thank you so much for tuning in. And if this video interests you, or if you have suffered or you know someone who is suffering or has suffered from burnout, we are running a monthly support circle where you'll find all the information and the links in the bio of this video and in this series. But yes, if you know of anyone that is struggling, or if you yourself has struggled, we really welcome you to join us in co-creating a space where we can talk about our stories, about our struggles, as well as find ways to share our wisdom with each other, and hopefully start to shift this paradigm that we're experiencing in society at the moment for each one of us individually.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next installment in this series about burnout.
Fantastic. Have a magical day. Chat soon. Lots and lots of love and light.
Bye.
Ciao.